Right, hello everyone. Thanks for joining, and hopefully you enjoyed the video this evening. It was a bit of a weird explore, bit of a travel to get to the places. Right, let's see who we've got in already. So we've got Laura, hello, Dark Corners, Icy Diamond, Fred, I can't pronounce your surname, the rest of it, I do apologise. Jackie Green Cats and Things, Dazzy, 84, Mark Urbex, Dark Corners, Sea Viewer. I think I said Mark Urbex already. We have a new member tonight, which is Lady Lucifer. So thank you very much for that. And we do have a guest already. And I'll bring him in. Alex.
Good evening. You didn't say hello to me, Ray. I was in your chat.
Hello, Alex. Thinking over. So, how's things been?
Yeah, boring, mate.
Oh, yeah, I bet it has been. What, you got another week to go?
2 days.
Oh, 2 days. I thought it was 2 weeks.
No, they changed it from 14 days to 10 days, didn't they? Luckily.
Yeah. Well, you're probably glad about that because hopefully next weekend you'll be available to come out.
Oh, mate, I'm gagging for it.
It's a shame that you can't end it tomorrow because I was thinking about doing something tomorrow evening if I could figure something to do.
Don't tease me, mate. Matt's been teasing me all week.
Bloody cock tease.
Not like that, mate.
No.
Mind you, he did a bit of that on the live stream.
Hey?
Nothing like that, no. Just Matt's jokes, innit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll be... I did send him the link earlier on. Oh, hang on. I've got an email from someone. Let's have a look at that.
Yo, Adrian. How you doing? Adrian.
Icy Diamond said she would come on, but she's in bed. Okay, no worries.
Lady Lucifer. She's got to come on, right?
Yeah. Are you available to come on, Lucifer? If you are, I'll send you the link.
He's fluttering his eyelids. Sort of. I think that's what it is.
Bananas. Yeah.
Yeah, Lucifer, you bring the... Ray's got the bananas, you bring the... Careful what I say now. There's a case of where I started speaking before I started thinking then.
I had an idea what you were going to say, but did you...
Yeah, carry on.
Did you see Kaylee? Yeah, you did see Kaylee's video, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
That was quite a good explore, actually. If you know, it's like quite a good time capsule. But I don't know whether you saw in her. Actually, I'm just going to send it to you because I can't really say it on here.
Okay.
Hang on, 2 seconds. Forward that to you. Right, yeah. Done. And yeah, I've just sent you it now. He was adamant that she couldn't put it in there, and I was watching the video because I missed it because I fell asleep or something, and I was just like, you know, I would look back and I message her. By the way, you might want to go back in there, and she's like, "Oh damn!" But I don't. Yeah.
I'll write in the chat as well something else, Ray.
Hang on. I'm looking. Yeah. Are you doing it on the private chat? Or are you doing it in the?
I'm writing it in the comments. That's how you do it, isn't it? No.
Lucifer, if you're here, I have sent you the link. Oh, I must send Mr. John Bengal it as well because I did say I was going to do that. So,
there you go. It's in the private.
Let's have a look.
This is all very entertaining viewing, isn't it? Chat. Me and Ray just privately talking to each other.
Well, that one isn't so bad because everybody knows his car. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that the old one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all good then.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucifer's in bed as well. Friday night. What's going on?
We don't normally start late enough to do one either, but we're on here. I'd say we've both been working, but someone's been on the PlayStation all day. Hi, Trish.
Yeah. I've been editing 2 videos today.
Oh, lucky you. That video last night took so long to edit. In a way, I'm glad you didn't go live, because I was pulling my bloody hair out, because I think that the static noise, or whatever that weird noise was that you all were hearing, was the because it had to create proxy files, because everything was in evic. Well, part of it up to a certain point. Excuse me. I'm drinking Tiger, and it's giving me gas.
Wow.
Yeah, so up to a point you could hit it, the noise stopped, and it was just trying to create proxy files.
I presume Lucifer's talking about us, right?
Well, you got a face like this, Oh, I had a good beard before I shaved this morning, but I've got rid of it. Just seeing your...
I just can't be arsed with shaving, mate.
Oh no, I cut myself. Took a chunk out of my face.
And that's why.
Yeah, well.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not technically a shaven haven.
Oh, no. But
not up there, anyway.
Oh, right, okay. I'm just trying to see a message from someone else. Does anybody want to come and join the chat? Oh, you made a great one Saturday night, by the way, just to put it out there, Alex.
Rubbing it in again, didn't you?
Yeah. We did a bit more of a local one, but it was a really late one, so you would have had to come back out for it. You saw Steve's video, didn't you? On
Yes,
Sunday?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt's.
Yeah, it was a good video, a good place to go. If you want to go back, we can go back there. It's not a problem. It's something I wouldn't mind going back to film again with.
You didn't film it, right?
I did, but I was doing it freehand, so it was. I don't
good,
like.
Because it's only a small sort of place, anyway, isn't it?
It's probably the size of my house. Probably bigger, possibly. It's where's that?
Yeah, it did look pretty cool. Just the fact that there was a hatch to it, that had been discovered.
Well, it was weird when we turned up. Obviously, obviously Matt had just come out of hospital, and he was like, "I really want to go out. I really want to go out." And we're in Kent. Oh, and if Pompey Explores actually is in the chat, I do apologise. I did try to call you on Saturday. Kaylee called you first. I said I was going to call you back, but when I called, no answer, because we lost track of time. So I do apologise for that if you're in the chat.
I think he's streaming Call of Duty by the looks of it. I was watching some earlier.
Oh, okay. I've got to apologise to him. I tried to send him a message as well, but it wouldn't go through. But so we were.
Well, he tried doing the place that you, Ned, and Steve tried doing the other last week, but he had no luck with it either.
What are we talking about?
Down our neck of the woods, near Ned.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Obviously, you've got.
I got a really good offer about that as well, Ray. But
yeah, you have to message.
I'm isolating.
Well, you've been given something to get in there, to be honest, haven't you? We had an old chat with Eddie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he came down, didn't he? But I forgot to tell him that I wasn't out.
Yeah, we just saw this guy riding up towards us.
He had his electric bike, didn't he?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's a snazzy bit of machinery, mate. I do like that. I do. But I've got a Bovlov now, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll explain.
Followed mine and Steve's trend.
Well, I bought it off Steve, and there's a reason for that, and it's quite funny.
The one he's just got?
No. He ordered a bracket, but a bracket didn't come.
Right.
So I'm buying what turned up.
Oh, the fact he's selling it to you, mate.
Yeah, I said to him last Saturday, I said I need to get a bottle off because of that. The video you guys did at the piggery, I really want to go back there, but no one else wants to go back.
Mate, I will sort something out, and to be fair, I was all a bit wary about doing all that paranormal stuff after it, but my mate Steve, he's kind of settled me a bit, and I've got an idea of taking you back there, but taking Steve as well. Yeah. Steve wants to do some energy stuff. So if you're up for that, mate.
Yeah, I'm definitely up for that, especially because I haven't bought the thing off Steve yet, but we're on about 2 different Steves, everyone. Obviously, you saw his mate Steve on the live.
Who was on Steve's live stream.
Yeah,
Steve 2, we'll call him.
I haven't bought the camera off him yet because I'm waiting for payday. But yeah, because like I say, I won't be using the Osmo Pocket much anymore after the issues I've had with that. It's there for backup. I think it was just the heat for the weekend because the heat on that trip was horrendously uncomfortable. I think it was like 35 degrees in the car at one point. No, I think Steve sent you a picture of it when it's 60 odd, but we were stuck in traffic for about 2 hours. But yeah, I could have done with that camera in the biker's cottage the other day. It was creepy, to say the least. You know, I don't know. Obviously, Steve and Kaylee felt unwell in that place.
Yeah.
I think Kaylee had only had like an hour's sleep over the 2 days. So I think that was the issue. And then she decided to come down to the bunker with us in the evening. So literally it was like surviving on an hour's sleep. Who else have we got? Seb the Seeker, Ryan Crazy Life, and Adam George. Hello.
Yo Sab, yo Ryan.
Just
famous. No, it's not just mine.
What's that?
But yeah, so if you're up for going back to Mr. Button's house.
Yes, definitely. Either with or without the new camera. Obviously, I have another new camera here. That our new guest that's just turned up that won't like because it's an iPhone. And guess who that person would be? It's Igor.
He did look a bit like Igor then, didn't he?
Fuck your iPhone and the fucking horse it rode in on. Fucking trash, overpriced trash. Yesterday's technology bundled and advertised as if it's the new stuff, and it's shite.
£22 a month.
That's cheap.
Well, when I was at work the other day, this fell out of the van, and it landed this way up. So the speaker that I would speak to you, listen to your messages on, I couldn't hear any of your messages. So I was like, well, I can't be having that. I can't not use it as a phone. So they said it was an immaculate phone. I give £200 trade, and I was like, thank you very much. So.
Well, it could happen on any phone, really. But the thing about Apple stuff is, I mean, the memory that goes in it costs nothing. But, to Apple, they say, oh, well, 16 gig versus, 256 gig. We're talking like about £500. I mean, that memory costs like, £20. And it's like they always play the same games, even though it's always cost nothing. And it still costs nothing. But they go for incremental increases. It's just, nope, they are fucking Nazis. I will never buy Apple stuff.
Apart from your iPad.
Well, yeah, because because literally there was only one reason for that, because I went through every device that was out there, and the only one, and Apple have stopped making them now because Apple considers them to be too big, right? And it's got the biggest screen of any tablet device. If it didn't have to be an Apple, I wouldn't have got an Apple, but they were the biggest one. In fact, I don't use it very much. I can count this hand how many times.
The time I've ever known you use it was in the car up to Bracknell that time.
Yeah. I mean, I bought it with a dead battery because, hey, folks, they all get dead batteries because they want you to throw them away. So, I bought it with a dead battery and I fixed it myself. Just put the battery in, and then it cost me next to nothing because of that. So, yeah. Anyway, fuck Apple.
Yeah.
I got one in the other room, right? It's an aluminium Hulk. It's like this big, aluminium, a whole thing. Weighs a ton. Looks really nice. It's called, what's it? Is it G4 or something like that? I think it is G4. And like every other Apple product, the browser won't go on the internet. So you can't get web pages. And it just stops. Now, anybody can name me any computer anywhere where it just goes, oh, I can't go on anymore. It's like the equivalent, right, of you buying a car, right? And then it going, sorry, error message. I no longer am compatible with being on a road because my tires are precious. So therefore, oh no. Yeah. It's excuses. They throw excuses at you, so you go and buy a new one. And there are people who are so stupid, right? Apple users are so stupid. Present company excluded, of course, right? Right. This machine has a Xeon processor in it. I mean, Apple do use good processors. Some people are like, well, what's a Xeon? You might have seen adverts on television, but most people don't know what it is. It's just a name. Right? What it is the top of the top of the top unrestricted processor. It's fast. Okay. Now, Apple uses those processors, but guess what? It cripples them so they don't run to their full potential. So Apple takes the best processor and crippled it. In that machine, they were running a 32-bit operating system on a 64-bit processor. And I went on the forums and I said, well, surely we can stick the newer Apple operating systems on there then, which are 64-bit, more powerful. It can do more computations, yeah? Everybody was doing the Apple thing. Nah, you can't do that. It's a hardware limitation. It's a fucking 64-bit processor, you idiots. It's not a hardware limitation. Oh, well, it's the BIOS. It just won't see it. It won't see it. It's like saying you've got a 500 horsepower engine in your car, but it's not compatible with connecting to your tires, right? Because reasons, yeah, reasons, folks, reasons, yeah. So guess what? I downloaded the 64-bit operating system, I installed it, and lo and behold, the had worked in 64-bit. So I was doing something. Apple said you can't do it. The Genius Bar says you can't do it. And all the little fucking Apple sheeple were all going, you can't do it, folks. Don't even go there. How stupid are you? It's a hardware thing. You can never do it. You're an idiot. And I'm like, what's this then? Because Apple people do not think for themselves. They just take shit they're told and they start repeating it and regurgitating it back out. And if anyone don't believe me, I could fire it up and show you I got a 64-bit operating system on
Matt,
machine. Right,
put
sorry.
the scissors down, mate.
Yeah. The stories I can tell you about Apple I've encountered over the years are just unbelievable. To anyone that knows shit about shit. It's annoying. It's very annoying.
You all right, Matt?
Yeah, I'm all right, man.
Good.
Had a crazy couple of days by the sounds of it.
Yeah, it has been quite crazy, but I've been tired. I have for some reason. I've been very tired, but I've had a great couple of days though. I mean, last night was pretty good with Kaylee and Andrew. Got a call out of the blue. Went down and did that hospital. That was
great. I can't believe you went back. I wanted to go back there, but apparently it's not even worth it now.
I don't know. I mean,
I've got a pin for it. So
decay wise, or
well, that's the one that I said to you before we came on. It's apparently
I know where it is, and
it's but most of the buildings are all locked up. So or something. Careful, she said to me earlier on. So I was like, because obviously we did the first building and I think the social club, and then there was like sounds of dogs and something else, and I was like, oh, okay. And then we that had to go. Steve did the drone flight, and then we didn't get much more of a video out of it. But yeah,
I quite liked it because the design of it was unusual. It almost looked like as if it was like a hotel instead of a hospital.
Yeah, the main building itself, the way that the shape of it was weird.
Yeah, it did look pretty cool. It looked really droneable. So I'm sure Steve got some good stuff.
Yes, I'm sure he did, and he hasn't sent it to me yet.
He's away apparently.
Oh, with the fairies.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well,
no, he's lucky enough to go away, I think.
All right. Claire Urban Paranormal 666 was going to go to the Isle of Wight Festival, which I believe might be tomorrow. And apparently she's not going now. And I was like, well, why would you not go to that? It's like,
yeah,
I'll come on and explore with you if you want now. I was like, well, why would you not go to the Isle of Wight Festival? That's much better, surely.
Well, she wants to come out with you instead.
Yeah. I mean, like, she said, oh, I'm not going to that now, so I'll come with you. And I'm like, oh, my God.
I know what I'd rather do, Matt, if that's any consolation.
Okay. We'll get a room.
No, I'll go to the Isle of Wight Festival.
Oh, okay.
Don't think so big of yourself, Matt.
Well, you know, I live in hope.
Well, that's it.
Well, anyway, that other guy who looks exactly like you, he was much more into it than you were.
Fucking hell.
It's a line, Matt.
Didn't get no complaints from him.
Just a sore ass.
Yeah, and a bill afterwards.
Well, he charged you, Matt. Bloody hell, mate.
Yeah, but I did it on my card, so I reversed it afterwards. Yeah.
PayPal.
Hello, John. If you can hear me, you're muted.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can hear him, you're muted. Yeah, if you can hear me, you're muted.
I know I was muted. I was just stopping, so I didn't want to get feedback from. There was a reason.
Yo, John.
Yo, Alex. Ray.
How's it going?
I'm not being ignorant.
Yeah.
I'm just doing some shit.
He's got a pair. He's not got. He's put the scissors down now.
He's giving himself a circumcision.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
He's cut the tip off.
He's going to make
It's
a
a big end.
briefcase out of it afterwards.
Yeah.
They weren't meant to take that off during the procedure. Oh, Christ.
Just the skin, mate.
Yeah, where's my foreskin gone, you bastard?
Matt's only got 3 skin now.
Oh, for Christ's sake. But
Hello, everyone in the chat. And hello, everybody in the panel. On the panel.
Yo, John.
oh.
I wonder if anybody's ever gone into like a store, because I'm in Wales. They say like, "Oh, can I have some red skins, please?" Or some. They say Rizzlers, but they say skins as well. Can I have some red skins or green skins? And it's like has anybody ever said to him like, "Why have you just been circumcised?"
Yeah, I always call them skins. To be fair, because Rizzler is it's like the Hoover brand, isn't it? And the tannery system. Rizzler's just one maker, Rizzler.
And Rizzler were from South Wales. In fact, they were from near Pontypridd, Trehavod, I think it was. And I
thought they were French.
They're made in the UK, certainly at that location. It was the biggest location, I think, in the world for Rizzler. And I went in the factory, and it's closed down now. But you've never seen such large rolls of paper in your life.
Yeah.
And it was all like across the air. You could be walking underneath, chatting to somebody, whilst there's this like 200-ton roll of paper going overhead, like above you. Just interesting. Hello, Jackie.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Hello, baby.
I don't know where Rizzler moved to. Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, Jackie. That was just perfect. Just to go when you went, what a day.
Things are just pissing me off now. This fucking phone keeps going off. They're going to get
That's mine. That Ray, you've sent that before, mate. Come
Have
on,
I?
you've got to up your meme game.
I
Oh,
thought
nobody was sending shit jokes like you've already just seen.
Yeah,
the first one was good, though, wasn't it? Come on.
first one. Well, I'll give you that.
The walk.
Oh God.
Just like two schoolboys, aren't they?
God Christ.
What was that noise, Ray?
What?
Sound
Yeah.
like it's caveman talk.
Yeah.
He thought he was Blakey from on the buses, weren't he?
Dang, Brady.
Is Brady in, is he?
Is it? Oh, yeah, he is. He's just come
It
in.
is, yeah.
You're right, Brady.
There's the link, Brady, if you want to jump on. Let's get some dang chatting done. Who we got? Darren McKinney, he's in. Hello. 75 people in. That's quite a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Nice.
Nobody in the pub. It's a shame. Yeah.
But, hey, Matt, it's a bit cheers for looking at that footage for me, Matt.
Yeah, I tried running it through some stuff. I don't think it recorded onto the camera. It wasn't a case of corruption. I don't think it actually recorded. So that the cards can just be sort of going tick, 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 and filling up space, but no data.
Yeah, so the rest of the footage seems to work. So I'll just have to.
It's annoying.
Yeah, it is, especially.
Yeah, I had one of them. I've got a bit of footage. Well, I've just premiered. I had a bit of footage I wanted to put in. Didn't come up at all. It's just corrupted. Couldn't get it back. Couldn't do nothing out with it.
Evening all.
Evening,
Hi,
mate. Looking very bright there, mate.
Always bright, me.
Ooh.
Space age.
Yeah. Liking the blue light behind you, mate.
Better than red lights on it, I suppose.
Indeed. Indeed. Yeah.
Talk on quite. You don't have to stop talking just because I came.
I'm intrigued to
What
see
have
what
you,
Matt's doing.
what have you been up to?
Yeah.
Yes. Have you been up to much then? Tinks? Marcy?
Me?
Yes. You.
I've been doing a little bit of filming, little bits and pieces. Making a little secret documentary. I don't want to talk about it at the moment, but doing something different.
Because you'd have to kill us if you did.
Yeah.
No,
Fair.
because 200 people will go to the location and beat him to putting a bloody documentary out.
That's probably true, actually.
Yeah.
A couple of people have done a similar documentary on the same sort of thing, but the ones I watched have been a bit crap, so I thought I would go make something a bit better.
If it's the place you were telling us
Sounds
about on
intriguing.
Saturday, did you do the canal or the bunkers down the canal?
Which bit did I tell you about Saturday?
Where you? Oh, sorry, you told us before what you're doing Saturday, and I think, or what I think it was, and you said, I can't obviously don't want to tell the place where you were, but where you were.
Oh yeah, I did tell you. Yeah, that's part of it. I didn't go to where I needed to go that day, but that is part of it.
Because yeah, that's always interests me, the canal bit down there. But
I have no idea what that is. I haven't been to that.
I'll try and find the link to it. But me and Matt went. Oh, me, Matt, Steve, and Kaylee, and New Forest Explorer went out on Saturday evening. Do quite a late explore. I don't know. I take it you've seen Matt's video and Steve's video. I haven't put mine out yet.
Which video is that?
The air raid shelter.
Oh yeah. Seen them. Yeah.
That was a cool explore. That was out of the blue.
Another one of those little manholes in the ground. They look cool.
Yeah, it was. And as we came out, 2 police cars went past. Luckily, they didn't see us. Not like they could do much, I suppose. But
It looked like it was inside a construction yard.
no. You would look from Matt's video. You would think that because he did something before we did the actual explore. But where it is, you've got like
I'm guessing I know what.
the main road, and then you've got a green patch looking over a load of houses, and then that's where it was. So it's not like I must say thanks to Luke if he's in the chat for the pin, but Steve already had it. But yeah, thanks for sending that across. But that, yeah, it was an experience to say the least. But surprising what you find underneath the ground.
It's fascinating.
I'd like to know for some more of those like arid shelters, underground manhole things that have just been covered with a manhole cover, because there's got to be loads of those around, isn't there?
Well, there is one we're working on, but we haven't gone back to have a look, have we, Alex?
No. That's soon, though. We should be doing that. Yes.
I was thinking the other day, I said to Steve about it, I said that bearing in mind where we were the other night and what we found, it's got to be easy enough. We just got to be careful with not making the same mistake as last time, Alex.
What noise? Oh, no that thing. I'd love to be able to tell people that story, but I really can't. Yeah.
That was hilarious. But because the way the place was laid out on Saturday, I'm just surprised what we did what we were just talking about, Alex. It wasn't as easy as that.
No, these are like 10 times as big, maybe 20 times as big. We're talking serious, like serious sort of capacity.
Wow.
But yeah, there's going to be a way in there. There's got to be a way in there. Whether it's the way that you and Steve were trying to get into, or where we were looking originally, me, you, and Steve.
I think it's the way me and Steve. I think that's the other way.
Yeah, but that's the most the main way that you're going to get spotted, I think.
Matt, what are you doing?
I was going to say exactly the same. What are you doing on a jumble sill?
I just cut this down. I just cut it down, and I was just flattening it. It went boop, and now it's gone somewhere, and I can't find the bloody thing. So it's like I'm going through all the bags now. Where the fuck's it gone? Yeah.
He's going to turn around and go, "This is one I made earlier."
Got your sticky back plastic.
Oh yeah.
I have heard of a load of underground things in Luton, but
yeah, Mark's put an interesting one.
Yeah,
we should meet up with Mark again.
Matt's been to those ones in Luton.
Have you not been to the Luton ones?
No, not yet. We wanted to.
We got offered.
We haven't decided to take the offer up yet, which is a bit of a shame.
That's the ones you did with Aish and Jenny V, you know?
Yeah, exploring with Aish, exploring with Jenny V. They took us down there. They're good, even though some of them are quite the same. Some have got more mud in them than others, but they're still fascinating to look at.
Because yeah, Mark, there is a few things down this way I think you've done. I'll message you later on, mate. If you haven't done, I wouldn't mind doing. I think I sent you the pins the other day, Alex, didn't I?
No.
I sent you a load of pins the other night.
Did you?
Yeah, in the group, because I was looking for local things we could do.
Completely swept over that one, mate.
Well, you did reply to me about it. It was like,
oh, did I?
Yeah, hang on, let me find it. I think it was the main group with me, you, Steve.
Oh yes, okay, yeah,
because I know Mark likes that area, so one of them anyway.
Mark likes some hairier.
What is that?
Area, not hairier.
Area and hairier.
He likes an area that's more hairy. He likes more acreage, then basically.
If you say so, Matt. Crying out loud. But there is a few more pins that I've got for things around this area, Matt, that you might be interested in. You know that school.
You probably find out now he does actually like hairy. He'd probably tell us. Yeah, actually, that's not true. In fact,
no, he's just put lol.
Yeah.
Let me find the pin and I'll send it across.
Do you like him shaven then, like vacant, shaven haven, except upon his cranium? Shaven haven, except
that's
upon
going
his...
as well, Matt.
Is it? What's going on? Yeah. Well, no, the beard though, isn't it? Not the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shaven haven, except on his cranium. but it doesn't quite rhyme. Yeah.
It's close enough.
Send that to Mark now, and then I know I've done it.
I could tell you something crazy, but I can't tell you where because I want to keep the powder dry, and just in case anybody wants to check out what I'm saying is true. That reminds me, I've got to offload the footage off my phone because I only have the footage on my phone because I put the phone on the dashboard of the car, and I was driving around somewhere today. I was going to walk it with a dog. We're talking about a location that you should not really be able to get close to, like very, very sensitive, very, very dangerous, location. And I was like going to walk around the edge of it, and I was just driving about, places I've been before, and police have come out and like, what are you doing? You can't be doing that and all that. So I'm like, and this time there was none. So one of them came up and sort of like told me off for taking a photo, and I was like, yeah, okay. And I joked around with him, and he drove off. And I thought, oh, I'll just drive up behind him and see where the guardhouse is, right? So I'm giving you like clues where the guardhouse is, but there wasn't no guardhouse. And I drove into to this place, right? And I drove all around it, and it was like, apart from some obvious like seriously sensitive bits, yeah, but I was there for ages, and I was just driving around, and I think the police clocked me, and they were gonna, I think they were gonna turn around, but I'd gone out by then. But you are gonna go, what? Because when you see where I am, right, all I'm gonna say is there ain't many like this, right? Because there ain't many like this. So if you think I'm talking military, right? Yeah, no, there's one of these, yeah. And I was like, I was just amazed. And I was going, how the hell am I doing this? I was expecting it to end at any moment. Like, I cannot believe I'm in here. People working there, doing their thing, didn't seem to take any notice of the fact I was there. Crazy. Crazy.
That's the one you messaged me about earlier, wasn't it?
And everybody else said, like, where I was. Went, really? And they were all like, I had to be like checked out and, like properly escorted around the place and everything. I was like, yeah, no, I was walking around there with a camera today. Well, I wasn't walking around there. I was driving around there with a camera on the dashboard and going like this out the window. Oh my God.
I must say the video you sent, I think it was early this morning. And I just double check that one.
Oh, the sticker one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that as well. That's funny.
Fair play, classic. I did, instead of sticking mine in Starbucks, I actually handed one over. This woman was serving me a coffee through the drive-thru, and she was like, "What are you doing this weekend?" I went, "Why didn't you check it out?" And gave her a sticker. She subscribed to me as well.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, they know me in Starbucks now.
Oh dear.
Did she subscribe? Right,
she did, and 2 drivers at work subscribed to me as well. So
nice.
Yeah.
I've had quite an influx of subscribers lately, actually, which is quite nice. I think I've had 50 in the last week.
That's good.
Which doesn't sound about much, but any
it is. It all adds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, and
Better than none, isn't it?
Definitely. Right, that video tonight has done quite well as well. Looking at it,
that's good.
Any sex is better than none, John.
Is it? I wouldn't know.
Only you return into that sort of thing.
Once you're married, you get none.
I mean, they all those fucking nuns, they come from the same place, don't they? Norfolk.
Fucking Norfolk.
That's just terrible.
You can't shag a nun though, can you? Get in the habit if you get too many. Hey.
Oh, God, it's getting worse.
I know.
How do you stop a nun? How do you stop a nun's hiccups? Tell her she's pregnant.
Become a monk, because then you get none. Anyway. Boom.
Where's Exploring Within today then?
He's away. I don't know where he is, but I know he's gone away for the week because he's had the week off. So
You see.
but I know he's done a couple of explores this week with Kaylee at some points in the week. But yeah, I'm not too sure where he's at the moment.
Oh, was there a joke I remember from a while back? It said something like, "Why do they call priests father?" And I said, "Well, just look at all the children in the audience."
Oh God.
It's a good point, though, father. What do they call him that?
I did hear a good joke the other day. Some bloke goes, I call every one of my exes Cadbury's because there's a cup of cream in every one.
Oh,
Glass and half.
or dairy milk.
And depending where he sticks it, there's chocolate around the outside as well.
Oh, God. Oh, dear God. Southeast Railway Production says, what do you call a nun in a wheelchair? Virgin Mobile. Put your jokes in the comments now and I may read them if they're clean enough. Well,
you've just read that, Ray. I don't think you can get... You've set the bar, mate.
No, that one's all right.
Mick says, how'd you get a nun pregnant? You dress her up as an altar boy.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm trying to keep the jokes that I know quite to myself, I think. Christ.
The algorithm does that. Oh, you can't make jokes about nuns. Oh, none of that.
Tell him the rudest joke that oh God, what's his name now? The Alan Carr, no, Jimmy Carr.
Not a bloody chance, Matt. Not on this.
Oh no.
No, I can't say that one.
It's the dirtiest joke in the world, he said. It's like, it's pretty good, actually. It's good.
Yeah, it's funny, but I'm not stupid enough to say that on here.
I'll have to Google it now.
No.
Just all silently Google it.
I'll send it to you, Alex. Hang on. I think I've told you the joke before. Hang on. Where are you?
Filthy.
I'm just gonna.
Very funny.
Talking about algorithms, though, right? Have you seen the new YouTube feature that's coming with all this automatic chapters?
No.
So, like, they've got the AI reading the text in your video.
Oh,
so
yeah.
basically, what we do, we come across a lot of dirty graffiti, don't we?
Mm.
Yeah.
So you got to be really careful about that stuff now as well.
One of the reasons in that video I did yesterday, there was a lot of things that I was like, I'm going to quickly not film that.
Well, I've had to. I was editing the research facility today that we did months back.
Yeah.
And there was so much in that place. Like, I've just had to put a blur on it.
Yeah, there was a lot in there actually thinking about it. But I'm wondering with that same video, I am wondering whether to put the second part in there that me, Matt, and Steve did. Because
you should do. Have you put your first one out?
No, not yet. No.
No.
Thing is, the second bit I did all on the Osmo Pocket, so I'm a bit wary of it, especially with what
clicking.
Yeah.
Matt doesn't. Sorry, Tinsk.
I was just going to say, what's the plan for tomorrow anyway? What are you doing?
Absolutely nothing. I've got the day with my son tomorrow, and I might do something. I am wondering whether to do something in the evening, but I might just relax tomorrow. I am waiting for Kaylee to get back to me on that because I did say to her whether she's up for doing anything tomorrow, and because I was going to do this live tomorrow, but I thought bugger it. You know, I'm sat here doing absolutely nothing. All I was going to do is sleep otherwise, so I thought I'd do a live stream. I haven't done one since, I did one last Saturday when we were on the road, but I've made that private, which I will do with this one because it does affect the video I put out.
Why did you put it private?
Because if you put a video out and then do a live stream, YouTube will only promote the newest video, which will be your live stream.
Oh, that's probably what I did Monday, didn't I? I put out a video and then went live straight after it.
Yeah, so I'm going to make this private as soon as we finish because I don't want.
And you saying that's a good point. It didn't get pushed as much as my previous video.
She's full of knowledge, Kaylee. I'll tell you that. Oh, hang on. We got Mark Urbex. Thank you very much for your donation. That will help. That will help going towards the new camera. So, but yeah. So Kelly's been given a lot of good advice lately, and I've seen the subscriber count go up. So and she's hoping to work with us a bit more. So oh yeah, and I know Lucifer. I know you met up with her and Andrew the other day. Explore Norfolk. The issues I'm having with the pocket. I don't know whether you heard me speak to Matt just a minute ago, but when me and Steve went to Wales, how long ago was that? 2 months ago now, something like that. One of the main videos I wanted to put out, some of it's either not actually recorded or it's corrupted, but Matt's tried to recover it, but with no luck, unfortunately.
Can you just drop in somebody else's footage from around the same time that you were in there? And
Steve, yeah, I might ask Steve that actually, because obviously Steve's put his out already. I might just do that. I'll speak to him when he gets back from his holiday. Because I'm going to have to convert the rest of it because it's in Hevic and I need to get it H.264. And
if nobody knows what we're talking about, smaller files, better quality, but requires a lot more processing power.
Is that a container file, what you said?
Yeah. It's also known as H.265 HEVC. It's high efficiency video codec, HEVC. H.265.
I know what you're talking about now.
Which the whole of the Winspit Quarry video is in Hevic files, and I'm like, because I had it in the wrong bloody format on my old phone. So,
do you know the annoying thing, right? When they brought out H.265, it's 10-bit. It was always designed to be 10-bit or HDR, which is like, whoa. So all these people bringing out all the cameras and go, yeah, we're still 8-bit. It's all right doing it. It's like, why? It's a 10-bit format. Why not use 10-bit? And then everyone would be like, yay. It's like, well, but then we'd be giving you too much quality by turning it on. Oh, fucking wankers.
It's a decent quality as well.
Because the magic of 10-bit is that when you edit and you turn up your colors and you do color grading, right, you can like take up the darks, and instead of them going all like that, and they look good. You know, you can actually do a hell of a lot of stretching the colors to get things back. But with 8-bit, you know, the moment you go up, it's like all noise and H.265 gets around that only if you got 10-bit. So of course they're not going to turn that on, are they? Because that's too good for you.
Well, the video I just put out, I don't know whether you were in it at the last bit, Matt. I noticed in the chat, but if you look at the first bit, it's all like people thought there was a bat around because it was all like weird static noises and stuff like that.
And squeaking constant.
Yeah, and I don't know whether that was because that was in Hevic, and luckily the files made proxy files in the nick of time for me to actually edit it, and I don't know. But it's only when I put it down in quality halfway through the filming that it actually stopped the noise.
Yeah, the trouble is with when you're video editing, a lot of people don't know or appreciate this, but your computer, if it's talking to a hard drive or a single drive, it's like it's trying to have a conversation down a phone line, and then like when it's trying to write that file out, it's like trying to have a simultaneous conversation with somebody else. It's like, and it's going, yeah, John, hang on a sec. Yeah, hang on. No, hang on a minute. Hang on. And it's doing that, and that's why the head is moving back and forth, making loads of noise, and it gets very slow. Your drive gets hot, and drives die quickly because of getting too hot. Whereas if you're using a video file on one hard drive, it can be your Windows hard drive, but you're just reading only from one drive, the head just moves linearly. But if you're reading and writing, it's going, and it's going back and forth, writing. It's like trying to write. Imagine trying to write with two colored pens, right? But on the same line of text with two hands, right? So you're going, hang on, like that. If you're just doing one in one color, it's nice and easy and to flow. So imagine that. But if you've got 2 hard drives in your system, video editing becomes so much nicer. And that's the reason why you're getting a lot of crunching noises on your hard drive when you're editing, because you're using the same drive for both things, probably.
Right, okay.
Yeah, if you didn't know that,
I do
important
now.
thing to learn. Yeah.
That's because I've just got a Bovlov as well, Matt.
Ooh.
Well, Steve got a second Bovlov, and I'm buying off of him. So
Yeah.
So we've all got Boblovs now.
You never returned the one they sent him by mistake. Not like I've ever done that a few times.
Indeed.
I sent off for a £10 plastic sheet. What do they call them? Canvases, £10. And they sent me a impact wrench with a lithium-ion battery, like to take off things. And I looked them up. They're all about 40 quid. So I thought, well, I'll keep that. But I sent off for another canvas, and they sent me another impact wrench. I'm like, woohoo! So I'm like, I'll have 5 canvases, please. Another 5 impact wrenches. I'm like, woo! I'm like,
Is that direct from Boblov, man?
Yeah. Oh, it was great. Oh, hang on. Look at this, boy. Oh,
okay, it's going to show off now.
£5 for an 8-man 4K camera on Amazon. Right? £5. Steve Wills told me about this. He said, "Get one of these, man. They're only £5." He said, "I bet they made a mistake." So I ordered, I think it was 3, and I sent one to a family relation, and I haven't even used them, but they were just so cheap I couldn't miss it. But you know what they did? They wrote to me, the company, after selling it to me, and they said there was a guy who said, "I am a student and I work for the company, and I made a mistake, and it's cost £80,000, and I'm gonna lose my scholarship at university. So can you pay for the camera at the original price?" I'm like, the only reason I bought it is because it was a £5, and then you're asking me to pay the full rate. Like, nah. It's like, this is what you have to learn. Like, in business, it's quite cutthroat. If you burn the building down in business, you don't have a business anymore. So that's where you kind of just
learning curve, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, So I got these.
You can't suddenly say, "Oh, now you've bought it, we want more money for it." It's not like. So,
look, if it happens in a supermarket, they've got to sell it to you at the price they've advertised it at. It's the same thing.
And I spot it quite a lot because I only buy things if I know the price. And when I go up to the counter and it costs more, I'm like, oh, wank. And I do go back, and sometimes they go, "Oh no, that's for the one next to it." I'm like, "Oh, fair enough." But a lot of the time I'm right. And and it just goes to show that those prices in supermarkets are screwed up.
Yep.
It's like the app. Have you seen that app for B&M? There's an app, and it gives you, if you scan the barcode in B&M, just go through randomly scanning shit, you'll get things cheap all day long.
I'll have to tell my missus, she fucking loves B&M.
Yeah, I like B&M. But the thing is, you spend too much bloody money.
You go in for one thing and you come out with a trolley full.
It's like home bargains. That's why I keep my wife away from home bargains and B&M, because it's bloody dangerous.
Go for the money.
I'm very reticent about playing with the GoPro cameras to convert them to infrared, but because this is a £5, right, and it's got a touch screen, and my GoPros don't even have touch screens; they're pre all that. So
what make is it, Matt?
It's called Ape Man.
Ape Man.
And you still get it for a £5.
A £5, yeah. Like, it's got the housing.
Probably not now.
Housing, a remote. They're actually quite well respected little cameras. There's spare housing, spare backs, and all sorts of stuff.
They're about 60 to 90 quid.
I was just about to say that you've got a hell of a deal on that, mate. Is
it the 4K 60 FPS, Matt?
Yep.
Nice. That's 90 quid.
Look. Okay. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that was one hell of a cock up there, then. Christ.
Yeah. But the thing is, because I got 2 of them, and I can convert one to infrared, which will obviously look terrible in the daytime, but I can have have one on my head then. So in addition to the Bob Lob, which Bob Lob will switch to infrared, this can be a permanent infrared. And then, you know, when you're in the dark, you don't have to keep turning the torches on to illuminate a bit whilst you're doing the stuff for a £5.
Good.
So,
yeah.
Oh,
they're bringing out the Mini 3 next month.
The what? Oh, yeah.
What is in it that is going to annoy the fuck out of people? It should have been in the first 1 and 2.
The only difference I've seen is the controller and it's 4K 60 FPS. Whereas mine's 4K 30 FPS.
I'd rather 4K 30 because of the issue I'm having with the other camera.
To be fair, if you're not doing a lot of speeding up and that sort of stuff in the edit, then it doesn't really matter too much.
I've got too much to pay off at the moment to actually worry about buying a drone at the moment.
Well, because my last drone video, I did the one near me, I filmed that in 24 FPS in 4K. And wasn't too bad, really.
No, you'd never think it, would you?
Nope.
You're posh. I've only got the Mini 1, so it's only like 1080, I think that one is anyway.
I mean, to be fair, Tinsk, I do all my drone flying 1080, 60 FPS, but I thought I'd just give it a go just to see what the difference was.
You can't really see a difference if you look at, you know, I've looked at that. Which video are you talking about? The relics and the
the case on in Langston Harbour.
You want to have a go at the one down by one of the first videos me and Steve did, drone fly that, the Mulberry Beetles.
Yeah, okay.
I could take you there, and that would be quite a good drone flight.
Yeah, because this was part of the Mulberry Harbours, this case on.
Yeah. It was quite. I wouldn't mind going back there because we were saying to Steve the other day, I wouldn't mind re-filming things that we never had gimbals for.
Mm.
And actually, thinking about it, I think that was one of my early best viewed videos, actually. Because actually, I did use like a you know, your old setup you used to have without the gimbal. You had the
selfie stick, mate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I used for. I'm just gonna have to just see what the views were on that. Actually,
it was literally my missus's selfie stick.
I did two part of it. The first one I only got 233 views, but the second one I got 1.2k.
Cool. Nice.
For an old, you know, for a start, I think it was my third video in. 1, 2, third and fourth video in. It's not bad for just starting off. But
see, I think people are still watching my original videos because every day I get there in like my top 20 viewed videos.
Explore Norfolk. Me and Steve have actually spoke about doing that trip again because, they were pretty awful back. Well, it was good for when we first started, but doing the France trip again would be good with gimbals and decent lights and cameras. So, don't know whether you'll be up for that, Alex and Matt.
So sorry, Matt.
Explore Norfolk said the France trip would be good to do again with gimbals and decent cameras and lights.
Yeah,
the one in Calais.
Well, we should do the one that Exploring with Fighters was on about.
Yeah, we've got to have a good long week. I think at least a week for that, just because obviously we had plans for other countries as well, didn't we? But I don't think that's going to happen for a while.
I got a really cool one I want to do in France, but not going well all of this COVID thing's going on.
No, it's best not to. I'm thinking of going abroad maybe earliest September next year, but even then I'm still a bit dubious.
Well, we're you know, especially when most of us have had the 2 vaccines, it's not too much of an issue, is it? You know.
No. And quite clearly I'm absolutely fine. So
that was just bad timing, mate. That was. It was like
we were talking on Friday, weren't we? We were like sorting it all out.
Yeah, can't wait for tomorrow. Then I'm not coming. I was like, crying out loud.
Yeah, it was all literally like, what time are we going then? Yeah, I would just speak to Steve. And then boom, I got an email. You've tested positive. And I'm like,
He bloody mute. Thing was, Alex, he muted that chat, so he wasn't listening. He wanted me to send him screenshots. So I was like, I'll just unmute the chat and actually read it yourself. But we didn't even get to pick her up till 9:30. So
I was lucky I didn't come then, because I would have had to leave at about 2 anyway.
Yeah, but you would want to come back out for the evening explore. I tell you that for sure. That was quite a good one. And the ladder was actually already there, so it was not like we had to use the ladder to get down.
Well, that's the problem with some of these places, is like where they've been left for so long. They usually cut the ladders off.
Now this
patches.
This is where someone else has actually left one.
Oh, okay, right.
But yeah, and I know a friend of mine actually went there on. When did I send you that video, Matt, for Trek Explorer? That was what, 2-3 days ago?
Can't remember, to be honest.
But he saw Steve's video, and then he went, "Well, I need to go there," and decided something that he wouldn't normally do. He went and did it, and I was like, "Fair play to you," but he's put out before I did, which was a bit annoying. But
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, at least everyone's kind of. Did they keep it secret, the location?
I'm just going to check now. That's a good point. Hang on. I think he did. I hope he did anyway.
It's not to say that, people have to do that, but at least, on some of them, because they're intact. There was no real graffiti in there, was it? It was just the original signs telling you how to get in and out and no smoking and all that. And it was just nice not to sort of be wandering around something that's been vandalized by,
Yeah, he's kept it, like we're going to, no names or anything. So
when you've got those places where there's like original signs painted on the wall and like artwork and things like that, it is a great shame when they do get vandalized. It's nice to see those original signs still there, but unfortunately you do get dickheads writing stupid things over them.
Yeah, well, this one was like really untouched, to be honest, and
yeah,
it's quite nice to see that. We've gone to other bunkers like like for instance, the Colson bunker. Now they're actually like doing events in there. I don't know if you saw Kaylee's video where we were chased out of there, but that's a bit weird. But they on the wall, they had
illegal raves.
Yeah.
That won't last long.
Someone asked me.
That was going on before we went. That. Yeah,
but the hole itself to go in is easier to get in now because it's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
But it's like someone asked me for the pin earlier, and I said, "Well, you can have it. It's not like you're missing much because we've all done it. So, got a pin out of it, but whether it's any good, I don't know."
I think it's a basic. I'm not a great fan. I've been to parties in some crazy warehouses, but I'm not a great fan of health and safety in some respects, because like doing a party in a tunnel and like having smoke machines and relying on the lights and things like that, you're gonna get so disorientated if things go wrong, and if there's smoke goes in there, it's going to be all game over very fast. And the other thing is as well, no structural surveys have been done on these tunnels in a long time, and you put like a 20k sound system going boom.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Well,
the vibration. There was props in there, weren't there, Ray? When we first go in. So
as you go through the main hole and you go round to the left, you've got acros holding up. Now, when we went, Alex, and when you went, Matt, it was they were actually up. The roof was being held up properly.
Supporting.
But I don't know if you saw on Kaylee's video. I didn't film it because we'd already been. But two of the acros were down. The roof was like that. And I said to him, I don't really want to go through there, but we did it anyway.
Is that the bunker that was like used as a lens factory or something at some point?
That's it. Yeah.
That roof is sketchy as fuck on there.
It was like bowed.
You wouldn't want to have a bloody rave in there. That's nuts.
No,
that is the only way in as well, where that bulge is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went there pretty late at night, so we could actually go in there. Now, someone else I know that went there was actually stopped by the landowner, according to what I was told. But it turns out they were talking a load of bollocks when I actually found out the truth. But obviously we've been, Me and Steve have been 3 or 4 times now and never had a problem, apart from the last time when there was actually other people in there. And then as we came out, there was someone in the woods that didn't want us to be there. But
yeah, that's another one of those people that this is mine. This is my place. You're not allowed.
Exactly. Pathetic.
If that entrance collapsed, though, the only way out of there is that massive shaft, isn't it? It's like a couple of 100 feet up.
Yeah, if somebody knew you were down there.
Yeah, exactly. Because you won't get a signal, would you, in there?
Oh, Steve live streamed as we were coming out there the first time, didn't he? But because it was just about.
I can't remember there being an escape hatch.
No, I was just about to say that. I can't remember that.
It's a shaft. It's it's no ladder or anything. It's just a vertical shaft, like an air shaft.
Well, it's not filled in at the top.
No.
I think it's got like a cover on it, Matt, is it?
Yeah, what it is, it's there on the surface, but it's in a clump of trees with barbed wire around it. And if you go into the center of the trees, you go, oh, there it is. It's so tall that you couldn't climb up it and fall in. So that's why a lot of people probably just think it's not for a bunker. It must be something like sewage or something like that because they can't see what's there. But yeah, it's down into the tunnel. So that does provide a little bit of ventilation. But the other thing with tunnel spaces, which people don't appreciate, is if you've ever seen like fires, like when you have an old hearth fire, the way to get it roaring is to cover up the front with like a sheet of newspaper or something, or a piece of wood, so that you get the speed of the air increases. Because when you don't have a restriction, the air just goes through. But if you restrict it, it becomes like a Venturi and it speeds up like a carburetor, and it's like whoosh, the air goes through. So by restricting it, air goes through. And what that does, it burns the wood quicker or the coal quicker. So it now goes red hot much quicker. So being in a tunnel in a fire is like being in a furnace. It's not like being in a fire, which is going to develop, with giving you time to get out. When things go up in a tunnel, right, things that wouldn't normally burn will burn, because the fire will go down the corridors like a flame ball, and everything will be reduced to like charcoal. So they are quite bad, because when you get a fire, it's not like you go, oh well, we could get out. I mean, you'd be surprised if you get a fire in a tunnel. It's like you can get like a wall of fire will race down the corridor after people. So yeah.
It gets hotter as well.
Yeah.
It literally just heats up, doesn't it?
And you won't be able to breathe. Even if you're in there, of course, the oxygen will be eaten up by the fire, so you can't breathe. So, yeah, I mean, tunnels are okay, but there's got to be a number of ways in and ways out. Like, you can't just do a thing in a tunnel where there's one way in, one way out. It's a bad idea, really.
Well, it's like the fuel bunker. There was one way in, one way out. As well, but technically speaking, or what else was there? Deep Dean, one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
Well, I say that one way in, one way out, but Steve
it's a spiral.
Yeah, but if you want to 40 death coming while you're trying to climb up there, like
I'd rather that than burn to death, mate. I'll take my chances, thanks.
I suppose there's that, yeah. And then there was the Bourne Colvin that me, Steve, and Matt did. That was a bit. Looking back at that little explore, I think that was a stupid idea, because there was no way we didn't know if the water was going to rise and get any stronger or not. Nobody knew we were down there apart from who Stephen got the pin from. But.
You know that fort you went to with Steve and Kaylee, where when you got there, it was like one of those Napoleonic ones, and it was all water on it in the front. It was all flooded.
You mean all the greenery, all the green water?
Yeah, it had like moss growing on it, didn't it?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Did you ever go back in there with the waders?
No, we're planning on doing that at some point, but I don't know whether it's worth doing, because I don't know how deep that water is. Obviously, waders are only going to help for a certain point, but it might be worth doing. But I know Steve was talking to me about it last week. It is a bit of a drive to get there, but obviously another video out of it. So
Looking at the water on the height of the doors, I'd say it's probably not far off about 4 foot.
So it's probably going to go just under the top of the waders. So
just under your nipples, right?
Chances are you're going to get mossy bollocks.
Mossy bollocks and nipples.
Yeah, it was a good find by Steve, actually, because trust me, where it was, you would never guess it was there, like most of the places. But it was, can't actually remember exactly where it was, but we just on the way back, we had to run away from a load of cows because we had to go through a cow's field. But and there was a few bulls in there as well, and I've never run so bloody quick in my life. But what was I going to say, Matt? You know the tower where you, Alex, and Ned had to dangle from it and then run away. I don't really want to give the location away.
Tower
near me, near the college, near the school.
Oh yeah.
There's a there's a few pubs like Mr. Pickwick's. I've got pins for that. I've pinned while I've been going around. Mm-hmm. Whether you want to try them, I don't know, but I've pinned them on Google and I've got them on a list.
I would like to go back and try that again because we were thwarted very quickly, and it must have been because of hard to see sensors, like alarm sensors.
I still think it's the scaffolding, that.
What, the noise?
No, the alarm. I think it was.
Oh yes, outside was it? Yeah. So we could try a different route, or next time we go, we could make extra effort to find out where the sensors are. So next time we can avoid them.
Well, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind actually getting to the main school building.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if any of you noticed. I've got spots at the moment. I don't know exactly what's been going on, but when I get spots, I get aggressive with them and I start hacking away at them. So I'm,
And there he is.
Mate, we all noticed, and we just didn't want to say.
Yeah, you're too polite.
Can you put the quality up on your camera, mate?
Look at this now.
Look at HD on there.
It's the antibiotics seeping out your system.
Yeah, well, I got this zit popping thing that it's got one end is like a hoop, and the other end is like a presser. And I see people using them, and what you're supposed to do is either pimper or blackhead. You push down on it, and then you pull back, and it sort of goes and pulls out the skin. But you can get a bit of bleeding for a couple of days. It'll scab over and all that. But it's better than having that horrible shit like building up and growing in your skin.
They get quite a good view count. People popping spots and blackheads and stuff. Matt, maybe you should.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yes, that woman. Yeah,
it's those 5-year-old boils that come out like a snake. They're the ones that are popular, aren't they?
Yeah, leave a hole.
I quite like pus videos because and especially vet pus videos, because like humans normally go and get it done when it gets painful, but like there's horses and they've got like their leg is 3 times the size, like the muscle area, and the vet comes along. And he's dressed ready for it. He knows what's going to happen. He's going to come pissing out, right? And he's got a little scalpel with him, and he's got a bucket. And basically, he's like, right, everybody stand back. And he just makes a little nick because it's under so much pressure that it's like, and he just goes, tick, and you see a little bit coming out. And all of a sudden, it just goes, and just like somebody's turned a tap on. It's like this pink and green liquid just. And he can milk it like a tick. He can basically milk it and go and put more pressure on it, and it'll sort of be waning down, and he squeezes like the pressure will come back up, and then he'll massage it, get all the bits out. But what they don't do, I've learned this now from seeing loads of them. What they don't do is they don't close them up. They keep them as an open wound, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get gauze. And you're supposed to clean all the inside out into every corner of the recess, right? and then you're supposed to get clean. Yeah, that's right. You get the sack out, but then you put gauze in there and you just leave it because the gauze will soak it up. And then in a couple of days' time, you pull all the gauze out, the strings all green, and then you put new gauze in there and soak it up again. And eventually, that hole will just close up by itself. Anyway, why did we get onto that? I don't know. Zits.
Showing you spots.
I use nose strips, and they bloody lovely things. You know, you pull them off.
What are they?
So you just put them on your nose, and then they go rock hard. You pull your spots out.
Well, you get spot on your nose, do you?
All the blackheads and
blackheads you pull out, do they?
I need to get some of that wax stuff. I'll do a live of that. You know that stuff when you put the wax on and they pull it off afterwards? I just want to see it.
I had my chest done by my missus once.
Waxed. Oh God. No.
Jesus Christ, that was painful. Never again.
But did you do her jungle garden for a wax jungle garden?
Yeah. Oh my days.
Oh no, I don't. Oh.
And she probably was hoping you were going to offer as well, but like, you never.
No.
On your chest now, do this.
Yeah. The thing was, it comes back even like hairier, the chest. But yeah, no, never again. I didn't do it as like a vanity thing. It's just like she had some stuff and
you were drunk.
Did it for a laugh. Yeah.
So should I really dredge beard and just put the wax on and hope for the best?
No, mate.
I've never found anybody. I've had this conversation with a few people, right? I've never found anyone who's prepared to pop zits for me that appear on my back. Right? Nobody will do it. I thought, yeah, and I've been thinking that I need to find one of these like doctors, like Dr. Pimple Popper. Somebody who will just put a plastic face mask on and just either cut into it or lance it with a pin and then just squeeze it all out. Because I had one, I couldn't get to it, and I could feel it, and it was there for ages. It was there for years, and they form into a little pocket, and it's big, you know. I mean, it was like, wow, it's like the size of your thumb growing inside the skin on my back, you know. And it's not there now. They removed it with surgery, but of course it has to get really big and bad before they'll do anything with it. But if only somebody had been there to like pull that blackhead off and squeeze out whatever was in there, it probably wouldn't have happened.
I'll give my missus a shout, Matt. She does that to me. Oh no, seriously. I'll be sitting at the side of the bed and she'll go, "Oh, come here. Oh, what's the matter?" And she'll just, "Oh, I can't stand
I'm glad,
it personally."
I'm glad I'm not the only one that gets that, John. Bloody, it's like, "Can you scratch my back, love?" And then she'll go, "Yeah, hang on." Bam, 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 bam. I was like, "Go away."
Yeah, and then they just keep going, didn't they? You're like, it's like, no more. No, just
But John, it's when you turn the tables and try that on them, they'll go have a hissy fit about it.
Yeah.
She likes doing my blackheads, to be fair. I don't even notice them, and she's like, "You've got a blackhead. Oh, let me do that for you." And they're the worst ones because
back a bit. I'm just going to go for a pee.
Yeah, because they seal up the skin pore, and then everything grows underneath it, and it gets bigger inside.
You get like a long bit of pus come out of that one.
Yeah.
Like when you get ingrown hairs, don't you? And it's like, or like two follicles grow in the same hole. You're like, oh, got to get rid of them.
Never had that, to be fair. Touch wood.
Oh, I've had a few. It's like, oh, rip that out with a pair of tweezers.
I mean, if you speak, doctors tell you not to pop your zits. And it's like, are you insane?
Well, it's infectious as well, isn't it? You spread the actual stuff inside is infectious.
Yeah, but it's only infectious if you don't do it properly. I mean, you like that says, you know, you can pop them and do whatever, but as long as you could go to the extreme of wear gloves, but as long as you make sure your hands are absolutely like,
that's the thing, though.
Do it.
You just got to make sure you don't spread it around to any other pores on you. That's all it is.
Yeah. So you pop it with like a bit of tissue or gloves.
And then just eat it then. Just lick it off your finger and eat it.
Finger licking good.
Yeah.
Like, believe it or not,
like ingrown toenail stuff.
Yeah,
they say the same thing.
Nasal mucus is basically the same sort of stuff as milk that comes from tits. Yeah, same sort of stuff. It's basically the same.
Word, Matt?
Yeah, and guess what? Cheesy stuff from zits is very similar as well, but it dries up.
That's why say someone else.
Yeah, I thought he was as well. It probably is as well. So you're right.
Yeah, that's all. It's like the same as milk tints.
from tits, which I understand to be a technical word.
Yeah, that's what all doctors use.
Yeah,
tit
juice.
Like
you got some zits from your tits.
Is your baby on tit juice?
Yeah,
I can't
but like, I've seen some people, even as adults, like like you tend to have acne when you're your teenage years, but like some people can be like 30 or 40 and they've got like real acne problems. But I'm you look at some people and they're standing there talking to you and they have got some massive yellow zits on top of really red inflamed skin. And I'm like, yes, I literally like if there was no consequence, it'd be like, excuse me, mate, excuse me, can I just fucking squeeze those zits because they're just doing my
No, you're right.
That's the problem. They've probably been doing that their whole time and using like all that sort of spot cleaning stuff, and that's not really the way forward.
You know what?
No.
The spot cleaning stuff.
Head off.
But the best thing I've ever found is just soap and water and a good old scrub.
And even just clean water without soap is good as well, unless you've been like real dirty boy. But just water, mate.
You sound like you're speaking from experience when you said unless you've been a real dirty boy.
Oh, yeah.
You filthy puppy.
I have got a pin, put it in a flame, and if it's really deep and you try to squeeze it won't go. And I've just got it, and believe it or not, you can actually slow puncture yourself in. It's better to do it slow so you know you're going to the right place. But it's like in, and I find your skin has a texture where instead of it going straight in, it sort of goes click, 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 click. Your skin sort of goes tick, 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 tick. Has anybody ever tried that and noticed that kind of like tick, 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 tick feeling that when you're penetrating skin with a needle?
I have on, like, I don't know if you guys have had it, like on the side of your fingers. If you get like, if you cut it or just you cut your nail too deep, it can get a bit manky, swells up, a bit of pus in there. Like you say, Matt, needle straight in, and it goes through the layers of skin, so you feel it sort of the different scale, or different, I don't know, tick, 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 however you want to put it. But yeah, that's right. But once you do that and you get rid of it, and because there's a little bit of pain when you do it, as soon as you get rid of that, the pressure goes, and then it's throbs a little while, and then it's all right. As long as you keep it clean.
I'll tell you what is a good feeling when I don't know if you've ever got splinters in your hand or anything like that. If it's got to a point where you can't get it in, can't get it out, let it heal over, and your body will reject it and push it out in the end. But you're left with this like really dry bit of skin, hard bit of skin that you can pull. Such a satisfying feeling when you actually pull that splinter out and it just leaves like a hole in your hand. Something satisfying about it because it doesn't hurt. It's just
there, isn't it?
It's just there, yeah.
Although sometimes, if you've got like splinters and you can't get them out, and like you say, you leave them, your body just basically eats it.
No, it will push it out. It will push it out.
Yeah, it just 9 times out of 10 it does, but sometimes it actually doesn't come out. It just literally your body dissolves it.
Yeah.
It's like
and sometimes your body builds a cocoon around it, and then those can increase in size because your body doesn't want it reacting with the body, and it surrounds it in something.
Yeah, so I had one in my knuckle, which is the worst place to get it because every time you move your hand, it just pushes into the knuckle. And that obviously was the point where it just pushed itself out, but just left with a hole in my knuckle.
Oh, sorry.
That's like when they do like tooth extractions. You know, sometimes when they take it out, you get a bit of a fragment of bone, and it sort of hurts a little while. You know. And what happens is the body will heal over it, and it will literally absorb it back into the body.
Nice bit of calcium.
That is what it is, yeah. But then, like you were saying,
It's the same as milk, that is, John.
Huh?
It's the same as milk, that is.
Is that milk from tits?
Tit juice.
Oh, tit juice.
It's what your teeth are made of.
Tit juice.
That's what he's drinking right now.
No, I'm drinking. I don't know what I could call that. But it ain't tit juice. How did we get onto this anyway?
I don't know. I come back to the
my zits probably. My zits.
That's right. Yeah.
Did you hear in the news the other day talking about milk that milk distributors were being blocked by protesters saying that drinking milk was animal cruelty?
Arlo, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly that, because there were shortages in everybody's supermarket because they couldn't deliver on the day.
Yeah, one of those guys who was protesting about the prices of milk was too cheap. You know, they were saying that the farmers can't earn anything. You know, and so they took cows into Asda's. They just walked in through the thing and just brought cows in, and the police were called and they had to get him out. And the policewoman went to grab one of the cows. She just walked up to this kid who was holding the cow, and she just grabbed its rope and started to walk. And it's like, hang on a minute, you're here to tell them to leave. You're not here to start like grabbing older people's shit, like, you know, and walking it out, because that cow could have easily turned around and like a horse could have just turned around and kicked that police officer straight in the IQ, you know, where she keeps her one IQ, like up here somewhere. Yeah.
All they had to do is move them out the way.
Right, I'm off.
I don't believe it.
They're good ironic and took him down the milk aisle. You know, look, that's where he goes.
That last joke of yours was a dilly shit.
Getting worse.
I'm all dried up with good jokes.
Pull the other one.
Hey.
Now you're milking it. Now you're milking it.
Crying out loud.
Better than that Jimmy Carr joke, though, right?
Yeah, you heard the joke, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. That's why I couldn't say it on the stream.
I would say that's his. I've told you before that one of the worst I've ever heard is the Aristocrats. That's worth. That's one to go and have a look at. The Aristocrats. It's a joke that comedians tell each other to see which one's got the funniest version, but it's not often told to the audience because the audience don't know what it is. It's like a comedian's joke for comedians, but it's the most filthy. Oh, it's just unreal. Mm. And I tell you, I think the best version I've ever seen is Doug Stanhope telling it to his 2-year-old son. Yeah, and he's. Yeah, it's a disgusting joke. The kid obviously is too young to understand the language and the visualizations that he's giving him. But bloody hell. And the people who were sitting on his porch with him when he's telling his son this joke is unbelievable.
I think I've just found what you're on about. I'll watch that afterwards.
Yeah, Doug Stanhope talking to his young kid. It's called The Aristocrats. You will not thank me for it unless you've got a dark sense of humor. You will not thank me for it, but you'll remember it for the rest of your life. It's one of those. It's a joke, folks. It is a joke. Don't blame me if you don't like it.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10 people won't like it.
It touches every raw nerve it's like a machine gun. It's literally like it's like a list of everything you really don't want to say, and it's like bub, 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 bub. It's a machine gun. It is. It's amazing.
Is it Gilbert Godfrey?
Gilbert Godfrey? Who's that?
Because he watches some comics called The Aristocrats as well. But he likes that fucking, was it Gilbert Godfrey? Is that what, oh God.
The hell was that noise?
Really, not me.
What, me?
No, not me. Sounded like somebody throwing a stone at the window or something.
Weird.
Come out, Ray. Come out.
Somebody's kidnapped Alex.
I found a number of things today in a place that's between where I live and where you live, Ray.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a lot there. And I was like, hang on, that's abandoned, right in the centre of town. And yeah, could definitely be done. Could definitely be done.
We could possibly have a look tomorrow evening.
Size of that was in the bathroom.
You could have a look, but I'm tomorrow evening I'm going to be Osric Tentacles, and then I'm going to be boating it on Sunday. Yeah. So yeah, sadly.
I can only possibly come out in the evening. I'm just waiting for a message from someone else. So,
yeah. Well, you could go and have a look at them by all means, but I think one of the places I'll talk to you would need a ladder, and then the others, just being cheeky, really. I mean,
there is something quite close to me between me and you, obviously 2 locations that you've wanted to get into before, and you've emailed the bloke about it, but we need to get in there pretty early. I'll message you what it is. Hang on. I think where are we at?
Don't think that was, someone said that was an orb weaver. Don't think it was. It was just a house spider.
Just sent you it, Matt.
On email?
Jackie,
no, on phone. On WhatsApp.
Okay. Oh.
Jackie, you know your spiders, don't you?
Yeah, I know. You'd have to send me the picture. It's very hard to see on a phone through a camera. Just look.
Yeah, true.
Could be anything.
Oh, yeah. I've done that place to death.
Okay.
No, I've done it to death, but I can't get in to the bit that I went for. It's like you can go all around the outside, but like the underground bits, not necessarily. And it's a shame because when it finally gets publicized for what is there, I can imagine some kids are going to break into those bunkers, and when they do, then I'll come back and have a look. But I asked the owner, and he was a bit of a dick, to be honest, about it. And I just said, "Oh, I'll just come anyway. If you don't let me come and have a look, I'll just come anyway." And he was like, "I got a police," and I'm like, "Yeah. If you know where I am, And it was like, I just said to him, "Look, you've had open days. All the locals, like hundreds of people, have come on to this place and come and had a look at the underground." But you go, "Oh, we're not letting you do it." I said, "I'd give you some money. There'll be a few of us, but we just want to document it." He's like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh, if you've let people do it, why are you being arsy about do it one more time now?"
We need to get hold of that Andy bloke again about the prison, the other prison he runs. I've emailed him. I think you've emailed him, Matt. Have you or not?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Trek Explorer is in contact with him as well.
No.
Because he did the GCHQ the other month during the day, so there was no rush to get things done. He's been back since as well, so I might get him to have a word with him. So we'll see if we can get back in his good books.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that anytime, and I don't really want to get caught, but I'd be happy to get caught because it'll just drive the point home to the owner. It's like, now, are you going to let us in or not? Because when videos are going to go out anyway, you know, it'd be better if we come in with your blessing to show that your security is high, you know. And if you don't want us to do that, then everyone's going to go, oh, what's in there? What's in there? And if we don't show what's in there, then he'll go in. So it's a vicious circle, you know.
Did you get anything back on that research facility? You know, this the part me and Steve took you to. Did you hear anything more about that?
Yeah, they were fine actually. You know, very unusually, you don't get nice owners a lot of the time. They're usually a bit pissy. You can sometimes talk them around a bit, but they'll always be like standoffish, like, no, don't come back and all this. But this guy was okay. He was really all right. And because I took the video down and agreed to just remove the name of where it is so people wouldn't just be able to find it easily, you know. And I did that for him. He was saying to me, he said, I won't say what he offered me, but he literally, this guy kept on going like, let me send you some stuff. And I went, I don't need it. And he was like, you know, let me send you some stuff they manufacture basically. And I'm like, nah, it's not my cup of tea. Oh, but what about your mum or somebody in your family? You can give it to them. And I said, look, it's not because I'm thinking that you're trying to bribe me into doing it. I said, I did it because I agree, you know, it'll help you to not have so many people coming around. That's fine. Yeah. I said, but no, thank you very much. That's very kind. But he was a genuinely nice sort of person. He didn't offer that until I'd actually just done it anyway. But he just offered it, which yeah.
So I'm wondering whether to put that in. Obviously, I won't get as many views as your video did, but whether to put the whole thing out, because obviously I went twice, once with Alex and Ned and Steve, and then me and Steve went back with you.
Yeah.
Not too sure whether to put the second part in there, but there was a lot of interesting stuff that we found that we didn't see the first time we went.
It's because Ned didn't want to get his feet wet.
Well, the thing is, you didn't actually get your feet wet. It was just moving correctly without falling off the stuff we were climbing on. But there are some things I could show without them getting a bit funny about it.
Well, like Matt said, if you don't put the name of what it was, but then that's sort of, you know, you need to get people's interest up on the place and the history, don't you?
Yeah. It's a funny one though, that, you know, massive building.
Wide open.
Strange. Yeah. I mean, they can't really secure it because every single window is just smashed.
On a different note, Matt, and why I remember to tell you, that hotel that you keep wanting to do near me, there is a window of opportunity between midday and 5 p.m. on a Thursday that there was no one there.
Oh.
I went past there a few times yesterday and there was no security on the premises.
Excellent.
But obviously, you don't know whether you want to do it during the day, but because there's obviously a lot of tourists there walking past it. But the other day, there was a car right at the gate saying you're on CCTV. So,
yeah, I got somebody here who contacted me out of the blue and said, like, we've got a product and we need people to promote it on their channels, but we want you to do the voiceover. We've already filmed the videos, but like voice it for your country and we'll pay you. And I'm like, yeah, you won't pay me. But I started going along with it, you know, because I know the product and I know the company. So I'm going along with it. And they're like, oh, we'll give you X amount of money if you do it and all that. And I'm like, yeah, that'll never happen. But they're being like, you know, really pushy, you know, like to, have I read it? Have I seen it? But it's like they live in the same part of the world as me, basically, that same sort of hemisphere. And like when they sent it to me, it was like after work time. And now they're being like, have you read it? Have you? And it's like, oh, God. Anyway, it's probably not going to happen. But somebody wanted to hear my dulcet tones, like introducing electronic items for this company. And I'm like, all right, whatever. It ain't going to happen, I'm sure.
Well, they're going to pay you for doing it, aren't they? Or
yeah, they use the words "we will pay you." Like whether those words won't actually be a reality once they get the material and it's time to pay, and you won't get paid. I bet
You want to get it in advance of even saying a word, really. But
I'm just waiting for it to be a scam, or there's an angle I haven't seen yet, and it's like, it's really about okay, fair enough.
Wow, you never know.
Yeah. So I'm out with Jordan tomorrow. We're going to do some explores. I did say to you, because you said you were busy, but we're going to do some explores somewhere upwards, not coastal. Somewhere up. And then Sunday we're going to do boaty stuff. So I'm going to bring a few people out that wanted to come out in the boat. So yeah.
Shame I'm working. Well, I'm not working tomorrow. I've got to look after my son tomorrow, and then working all day Sunday. Bit of a shame, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I would hate having kids, and the mere thought of having to look after them and feed them is just an absolute travesty. And
I meant the work side of it.
The sooner you can get out of any of that type of, the better.
Well,
how you derive enjoyment out of any of that is beyond me.
That's why I'm trying to get out tomorrow evening and do something. But
yeah.
But see. Hello, Mark.
Yo, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Urbex.
I haven't been looking at the screen for ages, so I don't actually know who's on there and what's going on. Tinsky said, hello, Mark.
Hello. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you, mate.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, mate. Sadly, we can. Yes, very unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, you got spots as well, by the looks of it, you know. You want to massage them like that? Sometimes they need a bit of chin action.
Yeah, Mark, I've sent you 2 links that I possibly have pins for. I think you may have done one of them before.
I don't think I have. I'll have a look. I had a little look at them.
Yeah, I
don't recognise them.
But they're down this way.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
It's probably about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive for us to get there, and a hell of a lot more for you, to be honest.
That's not bad. I mean, I drive around Dartmoor for about 4 hours, so it's not that bad, really.
No, but I don't know whether those places have been done. I've not really checked. I've just saw the pins, and I thought, well, I'll have them and put them as a possible thing to do.
I appreciate that, mate. That's great.
Cool.
It's funny because I was out doing the church last weekend. On the way back between Ilfracombe and a place called Braunton, I actually found an abandoned hotel and an abandoned pub. The hotel looked like it had security there, but the pub looked a bit better. So I might actually go back to the pub and have a look at it.
Where did you say that was?
Between Ilfracombe and Braunton in Devon.
Okay. Okay. Might be worth a look.
I'll have a recce on it first, just in case there's like security and stuff like that. So
just try and get around them. But,
yeah. Hello, Tinks and John Bengal.
Hi, Mark.
I had a thought earlier on, right? If you can see a load of police coming into a building, right, and they're going to get you, right? Maybe you could ring the police on a burner phone that you have with you that won't link to your number, yeah. And you just say like, oh, they're coming in now. They're in you with guns. Oh my God! Oh, quick, help! And they're like, report like a garage or something is being burgled, and they'll get it come across the radio. Quick, everybody, quick, get down to this garage now. And they're like, oh, like all right, they'll fuck off, and you can come out the building.
But then when they find who you are, you're in trouble for making false reports.
That's because you don't use your own phone. You have to have a burner phone with you for emergencies like that.
Yeah,
maybe.
The only downside to that is not many people have a burner phone, mate.
Yes, it's true, but it's like having one of these things, like a life straw, in case you get trapped down a mine, and then you can attach it to your genitals and keep yourself occupied for hours,
Give it a good suck, yeah.
Yeah, it cleans all fluids so that they're drinkable, and
Nice.
yeah. So I don't know. It's just be prepared, innit? If you're going to be bored, you'll have to I don't know, masturbate for 9 days before the emergency services get into some of those tunnels. So yeah,
Be blind by
9
then.
days.
You'll be blind and sore by the time they get in. Bloody hell.
yeah.
Depends who's in there with Ray.
Died of wanking.
What way to go, eh?
They have
Right.
found people like in Pompeii, didn't they? Like certain shriveled up. Did they ever find anybody like literally going?
They did, yeah, they did. They did.
Really?
I was telling you about that the other day, Matt.
Oh,
I'm
was
sure
you,
it was
was
you I was talking to. Yeah,
See, this is the sort of thing we talk about privately, and it's like
yeah.
there's a monkey was shriveled up like it's when he got caught in a volcano.
It's like, yeah, no one's going to catch me having a wank, and then the fucking volcano explodes, and then you're petrified for the rest of history for everyone to see.
That's a whole new means of play, doesn't it? You go around.
Well, he probably
Danger wank, yeah.
he probably knew that the red hot storm was coming over to melt them, and death was inevitable. So he thought, I'm going to whack one out just before it
I
goes.
suppose could have gone like that, yeah.
It takes a whole new meaning of being stiff.
Rock hard,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah.
I'd just be petrified I'd get caught.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're back to the cow jokes.
Coming off the volcano.
I'm surprised there's not been any dirty jokes in the comments because I did ask for them. But...
For the eruption of my own.
Have a look at my little friend.
There we go. You just had the okay from Ray. Anybody in the chat room, if you want to put filthy jokes in there, you can.
I may read them, I may not.
We're past the midnight watershed.
Yeah, and
YouTube ain't watching now.
I didn't realise it was that late, actually.
No, me neither.
It is, yeah.
Time's a blur for me at the minute.
How you doing, Alex? All right?
Yeah, all good. Cheers, Mark. Yep, 2 more days.
Yeah, it's a bit crap, isn't it?
and
It
the
is a
time,
bit, yeah,
the
but
timing as well. That was just
yeah, I had so many. Well, yeah, I would have got quite a few videos that next day, but hey ho, plenty more time. I'm still alive. Got to look at the positives, in you.
At all?
Yeah.
No, nothing at all. No,
Wow, that's good. Very good.
that is the positive, isn't it? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
stuck in my house, but you know,
Do you know, obviously you got a ping. Do you know who you were exposed to, theoretically?
I didn't get a ping. I got PCR tested because my missus works in a salon, so she tests herself, and someone came into work that tested positive. So I thought, oh, I'll get a test as well. And yeah, mine came back positive. So
But your missus was negative.
yeah, still is now.
That's mental.
Yeah.
It is.
It's the same for me, Alex. My missus was positive. She got one from the hospital and she was confirmed as positive. I had to take 10 days off, but I was absolutely fine.
Did you test yourself though, Mark?
Yeah, I was fine.
Well, it was negative.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I suppose that's viruses. You could put 12 people in a room with one person who's got it, and not everyone will catch it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, crazy.
It's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, totally. So, yeah, but 2 more days to go, and then I'm allowed out.
I'm
Silence.
yeah. I won't go there. But yeah,
No comment.
Anybody got
Indeed.
plans for the weekend or?
not really, to be honest, Mark.
PlayStation 5.
Tomorrow's a good day down here, but Sunday's rain all day, I think.
Well, I don't know what the weather's meant to be here tomorrow. I've got to try and find something to do tomorrow with a 3-year-old.
Summer's gone, isn't it now? I think
Still warm,
we had the
though.
last of it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's still
early
warm.
tonight, though, wasn't it? Do you notice that?
It what?
It was dark early. Around about 7 o'clock, it was starting to get dark.
I did notice that, yeah. It's meant to be 20 degrees, partly cloudy tomorrow, so with a 40% chance of rain.
It's cooled down a bit here, but it's still warm. Not like the usual sort of cold you start getting now. Quite nice.
The trouble is, the temperature will just drop the end of September and just take a right dive.
Thing is, with us English, we moan when it's hot and we moan when it's cold. We can never get a.
I just moan when it's hot, Ray. I like the cold.
I'll just moan. It's because I'm English.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
We're good at two things: queuing and moaning.
Yeah, you can't include me in that.
What, being English or moaning?
You can include me in the moaning bit, but I'm not English.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that.
Being English, we crave a lot of disappointment.
Oh, great.
Cool.
I don't crave disappointment.
No.
I expect it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an inbuilt thing. It's like, yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Wow. I tell you what, was it Tuesday night was unbearably hot. I had 2 fans going and I still couldn't bloody sleep.
No, it was hot, wasn't it, Tuesday night? Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
It was 30 degrees Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was down here, yeah.
I was driving a van with no aircon. It was bloody uncomfortable that day.
Oh, I'm so my new car's got aircon. Luxury, mate.
Yeah, I was looking to get another one, but I've just had to spend out on this car, so I probably better keep hold of it for a bit longer.
Yeah,
I ain't got aircon on mine now. I did have my old one, but this one ain't got it. But the fan, put it on cold, it comes through, even if it's like 30 degrees, it comes through lovely. I don't understand that.
That's the issue. The one, my car was struggling with the aircon when we went up to Wales. It just was blowing out hot air. But at times it was all right. It was that hot in the car. The cameras didn't like it. I know that.
They just need regassing, don't they, when they get like that?
I need to regas mine. Mine's blowing cold, but it needs regassing, really.
Yeah, mine probably needs regassing because I've never got it regassed, and I've had the car now 6 years.
Yeah, I think you meant to do it like every 3 or 4 years, I think.
Yeah, well, I never used to use it, but last year or so I've used it more than anything. But
I've done mine for 10 years.
It's probably not just the gas then. It's probably the £200 pump. That's normally what goes.
Well, there's a pinhole somewhere in it because that does it as well.
Yeah.
Well, my dad just got the whole aircon unit done in his car, but then when they went to regas it, they couldn't do it. It's a waste of money, but looks like a lot of people's cars are poorly at the moment. I had who's that? Karen said hers is.
You got Axe Murder in the chat there.
Oh, Random TV, yeah, I see. Yeah. He was on about. I did jump in on one of his streams the other day, and he said something about not doing videos anymore and cancelling deleting his channel. I don't know what that was all about, but
usual shit, probably. Oh, fuck's sake! And we've got a lighter.
I'm having to use 2 at the minute, John, to get the other one lit.
Oh, back in a minute.
I remember those days.
Oh,
yeah. Well, I can't go out. I can't go out now and get a lighter.
And then light in your fag on the cooker ring.
Yeah.
Burn your face off.
I remember those days.
Do it on the toaster as well.
Yeah. Toaster, yeah.
Do you not smoke anymore, Tints? You just vape, didn't you?
Yeah. I haven't had a fag for about 4 years, man.
Police have out a bulletin for 2 guys who broke into a Viagra factory. They're looking for 2 hardened criminals. I like that one. Yeah.
On a couple of occasions this last week, though, I have fancied one, Alex, as it happens.
Have you?
I've been sitting there
So
going...
you never really get rid of the addiction?
Well, it passes within a minute or so, but like if you see somebody smoking on telly or something and you think, oh yeah, I could do with a fag actually, but
you
I
just can't knock it on the head, mate. To be honest, I've tried, but
have you tried the vaping instead then?
Yep, tried a vape, kept getting all the juice on my lips, and I was like,
yeah, it takes a bit of getting into it until you get it right.
Yeah, tried the old nicotine patches. They make me feel sick.
Yeah, they taste like shit. They do.
Just can't get into light. I don't know what. But yeah, no. It's going to take maybe hypnosis or something.
Yeah, I even tried that. I couldn't quit, and I tried that. Didn't work.
Well, compared to what you could be actually smoking proper cigarettes, Alex. The Rolly's probably better for you.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, at least it's not got as many chemicals in. I've never smoked tailor-mades, to be honest.
Yeah, my mate bought the most expensive packet of fags ever. He paid 25 quid to get hypnosis and still went and bought a packet of 20 straight after.
Some people it just doesn't work on, does it?
Nah,
It's just...
No.
You
have to be gullible for it to work.
I think that's, basically. I wasn't going to say it quite like that.
No, it's true.
Just in case we've got any hypnotists in chat.
I have dabbled a bit. That's why I'm saying it.
Not around my eyes, in my eyes. They're under.
Yeah, Little Britain sketch. Yeah. Wow.
Well, I found another lighter. As long as the missus doesn't find out.
Yeah, that's another good. Yeah, another good one. I've run out so many of my missus's candle lighters.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the front room, I went, "Oh, candle lighter! How handy!"
Yep.
Well, I'm glad to say I've never smoked, so.
Yeah, don't start. If you can help it, don't start.
Although, Ray, you should be all right now. You're 30. You should be all right now. If you start now.
No, I'm asthmatic. I don't even want to risk that.
Give it a go, mate. No.
That's the thing. Like, I mean, most of my mates and stuff when I was in school, they all smoked when they were young and all that. I never touched it. I wasn't into it at all. I didn't have my first fag till I was about 21, 22, something like that.
What was his name?
Ray.
Oh, damn.
Touche.
Hey. I see we've got a few trolls in already.
Awesome.
Exploring with Tom, who's got Subaru's picture. And there was someone else as well. Barry.
Does anyone, any mods get this when you're in a live chat? If you try and view the deleted message, it kicks you out of YouTube.
No.
Anyone been getting that? Yeah.
I've never read that.
Let me try.
No.
Oh yeah, it kicked me out of it.
Yeah. Crashes on you.
It just kicked me straight out.
I'm not.
Oh, now I've got to watch a bloody ad again, mate.
Yeah, me too. My ad. It's your advert, look.
Get that.
Oh, I didn't get that one. I got some stupid mobile game. Yeah, it must be a new bug as well. LK's just got it as well.
I'm quite lucky. I haven't had that yet. But...
Go on your phone. Have a look on your phone.
Yeah, perhaps it's just on the phone app, is it?
Yeah.
That's on a different note, Alex. Have you had the email from Phil Warren today about the new beta?
Yes, I haven't read it though. From Andy, wasn't it?
Yeah. It works for me fine, by the way.
That's a bit strange. I'll try it one more time, and if I have to watch another,
maybe it's because it's your channel.
On YouTube, is it?
Oh no, I could see it that time. Let me do it that time.
That is weird. Let me see if it'll let me in doing it.
Yeah, I'm not going to download that thing, Alex. I'm going to wait till it actually comes out properly.
Just let me see it that time as well.
That's a bit weird, isn't
How
it?
bizarre that is, isn't it?
Just gonna have a wee minute, guys.
Is the Vault gone for a crap, has he?
I didn't realise Matt had gone. Just look round.
He walked out with like a silver case. I think he's gone on an expedition or something.
Did he have trousers on, John?
He had pyjama bottoms on.
Oh, that's good then.
One of those large holes like the old men used to have.
Yeah. Except it was like
the two buttons on the back.
The two buttons at the back. Here he's back. Here he is.
Oh, look at them. Look at them bad boys.
He's going to wear them out exploring.
Oh, the Todgerole. Oh no.
They're going to take the place of the orange camouflage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shh.
They're Indian sort of pajamas or something.
Oh yeah, I know what you're on about. I can't think of the actual name for them, but
Cashmere.
no, that's something completely different.
Is it?
Cashmere pajamas.
I'll probably end it in about 15 minutes. We've been going about 2 hours exactly.
I am absolutely obliterated anyway, personally. So.
Yeah.
Bloody lightweights.
It's all right for
I
you
was up
paying
at
your
6 this morning, so
Yeah.
No work.
Think of the money you're not earning.
yeah, you've been playing PlayStation all day, so it's all right for you.
Yeah. I've been playing Battlefield 5 and I'm absolutely awful at it.
You'd be a legend at it by the time COVID's over.
Yeah, true. Mind you, I've had it all
I can't
week.
say that, can I? Shouldn't say that.
Be the next Leroy Jenkins. You know what that is?
Who's Leroy? No,
You
who's
don't know what that
Leroy?
is? Oh, it was on. What's it called? What is it? I forgot what it is now. Basically, they're going to get in this game. They're all in a. What's that? What's that really big online game? Massive. I forgot what it's called.
Minecraft.
No. Much.
CSGO.
No, it'll come to me.
Matt, if you're going to do it, at least squirt some pus on the camera.
Fortnite.
It just fills
I'm
up.
not showing. No, this is a private religious
I'll look it
experience.
up now. World of Warcraft. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, this is years ago. There's all these people in there, like they all chat in there and they're all going, oh, we're going to go into here, we're going to do that, we're going to stop doing it. This geezer just comes in and he goes, Leroy Jenkins. He just shoots everything in his path. It sets up a massive cascade of all these enemies, which are all the NPCs.
Yeah.
Everybody gets obliterated because they've been planning for 10 minutes. It's all going, what, we're going to go in there.
Mate, I love watching troll videos in computer games.
Like,
Yeah, it's on the back of the mirror. There's a big dildo as well, though.
There it is.
That's the side you look at your knob with, because it makes it look bigger.
Oh, dude, does that one twirl round as well, man?
Oh god!
Ow. Sorry, guys. I'm listening to you. I could just go off and do it in the bathroom, but I'm listening.
I'm surprised you haven't done your what do you call it? Your cover stick thing, you know?
No, I know.
Makeup.
Ah!
A bit surreal, wouldn't it? It's like, because obviously you're used to seeing women with makeup and doing everything like. Just get a mirror and just start putting your makeup on and talking while you're at it. It's like, today we're using some cherry red lipstick from L'Oreal.
You'd be surprised at how many of the YouTubers use it, mate.
I'm sure they do.
What's that red laser pointing in your background, Mark?
You're on mute, Mark.
Right. Mute.
Temperature gauge.
Right. How's your temperature doing? Thought you had
All good. Yeah, all good.
Thought you had a police sniper.
Yeah, it's good. It's all right.
Well, in case he gets any cars as they go past in his kitchen.
I use it to get the cats to run around. They look for the laser and they chase it around.
My dad used to have a laser pen for when he was on nights. He used to come out the front of where he worked, and there'd be drunk people by the church. He used to put it up against the wall, and he used to try to chase it around. Don't know how true that was, but that's what he always used to say to me.
I don't know what it is with cats and laser pens. It's all a bit weird, isn't it?
Is it true cats and cucumbers are they absolutely scared?
No, it's only in foreign countries where they have snakes that are indigenous.
Yeah. Okay. I had a claw hammer on the floor before, and the cat was a bit weary about it, like a cucumber. And it was a lump hammer. It was a hammer. The cat was like really weary of it. Strange.
Yeah, to be fair, I did see them videos where people were putting cucumbers behind the cats and they'd turn around and just like jump in the air. So I did try it with my cat.
It don't work, does it?
She just turned around, looked at it and walked off.
Maybe she's just hard.
Yeah,
Mark,
she mauled me, mate.
Yeah, Mark, did you ever consider maybe she was afraid of the lump hammer because somebody twatted her in the head with it? She's like, I think I'll stay away from that now.
Frank Triggs has just put, did you see they bred cats to glow in the dark?
Yeah, I've seen them before.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I've heard of it, yeah. Can't lose
how the fuck do they do that then? Shag him with a candle or something?
They shove a glow stick up his ass.
Did they? I'm sure, don't quote me, I'm sure they did something like genetically put, like, there's some sea creature, don't know, possibly.
Yes, you're right. I've heard that before.
It glows. So they got the genetic from that, so it will glow in the dark.
Yeah, I've heard that.
A bit weird though, wasn't it?
Probably a jellyfish or some kind of.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, no, that's
They're trying to figure out jellyfish's DNA anyway, so it's quite interesting because don't they technically, like, some of them like live forever?
I don't know.
Because they got loads of brains or something, haven't they? It's not just one.
So when it dies, or technically dies, a bit sort of falls away from it, and it just carry on. It's really fucking weird creature.
And they're meant to be fairly intelligent, which is.
Are they the things that got several brains as well? Is that octopus?
Yeah. I think
octopus have got 3 hearts.
Not brains, sorry, hearts. That's what I'm thinking of.
Octopus have got hearts, yeah. And I'm sure they've got one like in their genitals.
Sorry?
I'm sure
octopus screw each other with their appendages, like, the arms.
Well, wouldn't you, Matt, if you had them tentacles?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
they can suck like owl as well, can they?
Where's this going?
Like the giant squid and octopus, they got like on their rings of their tentacles, they got, some of them have like sharp, like claws or teeth, well, not teeth, they're more like just sharp claws. So when they grab hold of something, it just sort of digs in.
Yeah.
They've got 9 brains, octopus.
They got what?
9 brains.
Really?
Right.
Yep.
I think it's isn't it the one of the like squid type things that has got some hooks?
Yeah, giant colossal squid.
Yeah, because they pull their prey in, don't they? They've got like beaks as well, haven't they? Squid.
Octopus have got a beak, isn't it?
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so imagine that giant squid, mate, the size of that beak.
Like, like the colossal squid, man. Oh my god, have you ever seen one? Shit.
Yeah, I've seen some footage of one.
One of those buggers, would you?
There's stuff even bigger than that we probably don't know about.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
I had some nice squid the other week. Nice bit of calamari.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now here comes its mummy.
pea brain.
I should send those researchers down to my local Morrison's and Devizes. They see some fucking gigantic fucking fat squids walking around there.
I was waiting for this comment.
And they'd be easy to catch. They fucking get out of breath like with about 2 fucking steps. And all you got to do if you want to catch them is you just put a net round by the fucking donut aisle, like, you know, and.
So, are you sure when you saw those coppers take the cows out, right? It wasn't one of the staff. When you take a pack, that's one of our staff. She might look like a heifer, but she's not really. That's Marjorie.
I tell you what, I don't know if it's like everywhere, but the one near us that is the Asda. I tell you what, there's some aliens in there. They're all Asda stores like that.
Yeah.
I think pretty much so.
You know where that comes from? The parent company is Walmart. And for many years, there's this psychological phenomena of people like dressing up in the weirdest shit. Like, you know, people are thinking like, oh, so you've had a sex change and you've tried to turn yourself into an animal and you've got no clothes sense and you're 90. Okay. And it's like, there they are, like at the counter, fucking, you know, like with hooves and fucking horns and, you know.
That's normal. That's normal customers in Asda.
Yeah. But people film them in Walmart, and you get like the families of dysfunctional, like half the teeth are missing, like fucking screaming at each other, and they're like they. I think some of them like come in half dressed, like, you know, like just a pair of underpants on and a t-shirt, like, and they're fucking and leather boots, and they're like, "Can you tell me the way to get to this thing, please?" You know, and he's like, "It's down there, sir."
If you Google it, right, there is a story that was in the papers a good few years back of some woman that passed out in one of the Asda stores, and I believe it was up in Rhondda Valley somewhere in Wales, and apparently she passed out, and when they picked her up and brought her around, they found out the reason she passed out was because she was wearing one of those vibrating knickers, vibrating panties, and she just orgasmed so much she knocked herself out. Apparently. So you've got to Google that now.
Okay, now.
Spark out in the milk aisle.
Yeah, I think she went arse over tit into the freezer, one of the freezers.
Well, we're just glad, I suppose, we don't live in China where people bring their children in and they take a shit in the freezer. And that's quite common. There's loads of footage from China of people just coming in and looking around like, oh, and taking a dump in the freezer.
What's the thinking behind that then? Why do they do that? Any idea?
Dirty fuckers.
No other reason then.
Just lazy, dirty fuckers that, you know, don't know much better, sadly. And it sounds racist. It ain't racist. China's got a lot of problems. It's really quite a screwed up place.
I like to go to a nudist camp and find out where they put the key to their chalet.
They clench all day.
Under the foreskin.
Oh,
what the hell is that?
That's apparently what that woman was wearing.
Did you Google it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it in like
it was in Swansea.
Oh, Swansea one, was it?
Yeah.
That's right.
A local Asda. She became so aroused that the 2.5-inch vibrating bullet inside that she fainted, then fell against shelves and banged her head.
Oh, so
I wonder if that's a fake story by the company that are trying to get fucking sales of that item.
Yeah,
well, it's written. It was written by the Sun, so yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, best sales of that went through the roof.
A planted story like that, you know, people are like, "What? It's so good. I'll just pass out through pleasure. Where do I get them? Oh, sir, we've sold out now, but we'll be getting some in next week, but it'll be double the price. Oh, I want one. I want one."
It was about 5-6 years ago. because we've got a big Asda by us, but it's Walmart, Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going to start selling vibrators and dildos in there. But people kicked off, apparently, because...
Well, if you go into Walmart in the States, they sell everything from car tires to machine guns.
Dildos to AKs.
Yeah.
Well, not AKs, but yeah. ARs.
There's a bank in Texas. If you wander in and open an account, they give you a shotgun or something. So it's like you arrive,
and then you can rob the bank.
And you walk out with a shotgun.
That's a good free gift, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trying to get a video to send you guys. It's just I can't even get it to bloody download. Never mind.
We've told you before, Ray. Don't go on those dodgy sites.
Have any of the ladies in the chat got any of those vibrating panties? By the way, I forgot to ask.
Yeah.
Well, John Doe's put, I'm glad she wasn't driving, but to be fair, how did she get to Asda?
Yeah, she bound to have had to go on the way.
Yeah.
Maybe she needed batteries for it, so at the moment she fucking stuck them in the aisle. It was a bad mistake.
This thing I'm sending to you, only in America.
Only in America.
That's that website, is it? Or is it? No, it's called the people of Walmart, I think, is the one that's all the funnies of Walmart people. And they are really bizarre. You know, some of the people who turn up there. Like, you think this person is living on another planet. Like, they've got no idea what they look like or how they're behaving. Some of them are like trying to dress up like they're 20 years old but got no teeth and look like they're crack addicts, but they're trying to be like, oh look, I'm just a young person, really. And it's like, not quite.
Hi, ALW.
Hi, ALW.
Hello.
Hello.
I think I've sent the video to the five of you. See what you think of that.
On private chat?
No, I sent it to you via WhatsApp. All of it, apart from John, I sent it to him via Discord.
John, are you not part of the WhatsApp?
Mate, it's awesome. I don't know why she's doing it, but it is pretty awesome.
Ray, I'll dump my number in the private chat in a minute.
All right, mate.
Oh, hang on, she's putting them back on the plate. Oh, okay.
John, I wouldn't put it in the private chat because the link is out there. Just put it in the Discord server, mate. Just in the chat I've got with it, just to be safe. I don't want everybody else to get your number.
Mate, that is brilliant.
Right, I've just got to look at this. Hold on.
I especially love the way that the ketchup goes on afterwards.
This was on Facebook a few years ago, and I was like, "What the hell? You don't want to annoy some? I'm never ever going to order a bloody sausage in a diner ever again."
Mate, you don't only think it's like sausages in a diner, do you? It's every single restaurant you go to, they do stuff like that.
Look at John's face.
John wants a number.
I tell you, one of the funniest things I think I saw was on a comedy show. It was like they were doing a piss take of All Creatures Great and Small, the vet thing, and he was like, he goes, "Oh, it's my lunch break." He said, I'm going to take half an hour off now." He said, "I'm just going to eat my pasty," and he fucking puts on a rubber glove and sticks his arm up a fucking cow, pulls out a pasty, opens it, and fucking starts noshing on it. It's keeping it warm.
And she's going to serve it to somebody.
Yeah.
What is she doing that for?
Jesus
Why are
Christ.
you enjoying?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
mate.
That'd be a creamy sausage.
She's mentally deranged, that girl, doing that sort of food.
She's a bit cheap.
I've never known a fishy sausage before, but my God.
Mm.
Just think you could have ate one.
Oh, no.
Extra sauce.
Are you allowed to put it on the stream, then, Ray?
I don't know whether I want to.
You don't actually get to see. It's very. You're obviously knowing what's going on, but you don't get to.
Yeah. So you'd probably be alright with it, actually.
Oh, hang on. I'll put it in. Hang on. 2 seconds. Right, if everybody wants to know what we've just looked at, I'll just post it in. But be warned, if you haven't eaten yet, you probably won't want to afterwards.
Well, you might get the taste for haddock.
Yeah. You ain't gonna want chili dogs after this.
And don't forget, no, folks, that's why Benno insists on only eating at chain restaurants because they're cleaner. It's like, no, mate. You're better off going to places where you know the people who run them, not some fucking random strangers who keep changing the staff every couple of days. Yeah. Nah. Not buying that one.
Go, Royston.
Mr. Cropper.
Surprised Stubby's got to open a cafe soon, hasn't he?
Oh, right, folks. I'm going to make a move, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to make a move in just a minute.
I'll wait for you then, bro.
Yeah,
I'll have one last fag then.
5 minutes and he's on furlough, right? Okay.
Do you only have fags when you're on live stream, then, Alex?
No, just why not? Basically, I won't have one after this.
How many people have just seen that?
Did your viewers drop after you put that in chat?
No.
He got demonetized.
No, he's still got 74, I think.
I put it in the main chat if anybody wants to.
Barry Little is saying no link appears.
Very good thing. Hang on. I better make sure I put it in the right bloody live stream. I'll just click them.
Cheers, Ray. I'll add that.
Right, let's see if that happens again. Right, I've just posted it again.
I'll see if I can do it now as well, just in case.
It's not coming up for some reason.
Did mine come up?
No, I can't see it unless. Hang on.
Nope.
It's YouTube is blocking it.
All you want to do is put. No,
You can just show it on the screen, mate. Just put it on full screen and show it on your phone.
Not a chance in hell. No. Hidden hot dog in diner. Try and search for that and see what comes up. Right, I think. Where's Matt? Well, as soon as Matt gets back, I think we'll end the stream. But
he just went up in a puff of smoke.
I think he's
the minute he was there, next minute he's gone.
Some of you sit it bang.
And Matt is gone.
Yeah.
So Alex, how much longer are you in jail for?
Till midnight Sunday.
It's not so bad.
No, worst of it's over now, mate.
That doesn't make any sense because you got it on Friday last week.
But 10 days. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday I'm allowed out.
Do you have to have another test before you're allowed out, though?
Not allowed one for another, well, it was 90 days from the positive test.
You can do lateral flow, though, can't you?
I did one of them, yeah, just to double check it wasn't like a false positive.
Yeah.
But that was still positive, so.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you doing one of those next week, though, if you wanted to, just to check.
It's just all I think is like, would I really want to be shoving a swab in my throat and then up my nose again?
Well, if you've already got it in there, it's not going to make any difference.
No, but it's just spreading it about, isn't it?
It's in the same place, though, isn't it?
No,
they're connected, aren't they? So
it don't work like that because it will sit in the back of your throat and in your top of your nasal passage. That's what they say.
I think after 10 days, you're probably okay not to actually pass it on to anybody else anyway. So
yeah,
you'll be right.
Like I was saying to Ray, it used to be 14 days, didn't it?
Yeah.
But
hopefully you don't.
Do you think the fact that I got to be careful what I say here now? Do you think the fact that you've had jabs and stuff have helped the fact?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I'd like to say I'm young, fit, and healthy, but none of those are correct.
Well, you're relatively young, but he probably smoked about 750,000 fags, so it's probably done help.
Exactly, and I'm still. To be fair, the first day I had it, I smoked about 2 fags. I was really good.
Thinking you can't go out to get any more, so you've got to ration them. I don't know where Matt's gone, but I'm going to end the stream anyway.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
See you later, Matt.
I'll message him in a minute because I'm actually quite tired now. Unless he's actually
I think he said
tired all along, isn't he?
He's probably gone for a pee, isn't he?
It's a long pee, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. Well, thanks everybody for joining and watching us, and thanks for coming over from the video tonight. And we'll see you all again shortly.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
See you later, everyone. Take care.